chivalry. But being quite gone, in short, he hit upon the stranger's notion that
I should make a night errand of myself.
so he next proceeded to inspect. Nay. 4 days were spent thinking what name to give his horse. Till at last, he decided upon calling him
Rocinante.
He was anxious to get a name for himself.
I am anxious to get a name for myself.
8 days more, pondering this point, till at last he decided upon calling himself
Don Quixote!
One morning, without anybody noticing him, he donned his suit of armor.
And by my back door, Sally's for. I have not been dubbed the knight.
Nay. Looking around to see if he could discover any castle he perceived
A castle
an inn.
with the drawbridge and all the things usually ascribed to castles.
He advanced to this inn, which to him seemed like a castle.
A kind of fortress.
The landlord.
From this spot I not rise until your courtesy dubs me a knight.
May God grant you good fortune and make you successful knight. Raising his oaths, he addressed him in language so extraordinary, it's impossible to convey an idea.
Thanks. How do we be a light in a dark world?
When everyone is blind to everything, but their own opinions,
Do we scream down their throats?
lie to them, or simply walk away. Meet Don Quixote.
Ha ha! And his servant Sancho Panza. Don thinks he's a knight.
While Sancho tries to guide him to the truth that
He is not, as they fight windmills, sheep, and monks.
discover how we can speak God's truth.
To those who don't know,
All in the 1,000-page-long
oldest modern novel
of
of
Don Quixote by Miguel de Cervantes. Chapter 3. Chapter 5. Chapter 6.
Chapter 7. Don Quixote worked upon a neighbor of his.
Sancho Panza. Unpromised.
Sally bolted me and served me as esquire. At any moment, an adventure might occur that might win a knight in the twinkling of an eye.
Might thy worship give me an island in return?
Well, who doubts it?
I doubt it, senor.
Leave it to God, Sancho, but do not undervalue thyself to be content with anything less than governor.
I will not, senor.
And on these and the like promises, Sancho Panza left his wife and children.
Wait, what? Senor.
Have patience, for adventures will present something more. Sancho Panza left his wife and children.
And engaged himself as esquire to his neighbor.
Shortly after this, they came in sight of 30 or 40 more windmills. Fortune is arranging matters for us, for look there, friend Sancho Panza, 30 or 40 more monstrous giants, all of whom I mean to engage in battle. To God's good service, the sweeps of the people are ready, all the face of the earth.
What giant, senor?
Thou seest there with the long arms and some of them nearly.
Senor, what we see here are not giants, but windmills. What seems to be there are through the sails being turned by the wind.
It is easy to see that thou art afraid. Those are giants.
Windmills, senor.
Giants, those are giants. Maintain thyself there, or engage in fierce, unequal combat.
Slight breeze at this moment sprang up, and the great sails began to move.
Though we flourish, you have to settle with Chapter 19.
Chapter 20.
Chapter 51.
Wait, chapter 51?
Chapter 52.
Don Quixote suddenly saw several men clad in white.
In fact, had that year, the clouds had repelled the moisture from the earth.
And the people of a village were going in procession to some holy pilgrimage.
Those villains are carrying off some illustrious lady.
The lady that they were carrying on the stands was an image of the Immaculate Virgin.
Sancho's sword.
Oh, but there's a resistance against the Catholic faith and holy men.
Now you shall see how important my energy is.
Brother, leave it to Joshua. Say quickly. For we cannot talk to you anything unless it is short enough to be said in 2 words.
I say to one. Release the penalty, so many things in this hour and the permitted back to the resource of the reserves.
Ew, brother, ew.
Friend Sancho.
This I will do with all my heart. Let us return to our village.
Thou art right. It would be wise to let the malign